gliding discourses. I work as an exhibition director of exhibition in Kalmar, Sweden, and I'm very happy to be here in Samara. The exhibition Gliding Discourses deals with discourses in our society. And usually when people talk about discourses, they mean discourses at the academy about knowledge, different disciplines within the academy. But you can also have a wider understanding of the work. And then it means that all kind of thinking are based on some kind of discourse. If you say something, it just makes sense if you understand within this kind of discourse. And you can talk about the Western society as one discourse, but you can also talk about feminism as a discourse, or contemporary art is also a discourse. And usually you understand what the rephrase. Usually when you talk about discourse, you understand within this community what you are talking about. The discourse has its own knowledge, of their logic on their own, and also it's based on some kind of idea of history of the discourse, and it's not a static thing, it's a process. And the individuals within the discourse understand each other and share the same values and understanding of this discourse. But sometimes these discourses collides with each other. And it could be of some reason, for instance, that the changes in society or some event happens and people start discussing these events. And what's happened is that because of the discourse also is connected to power structures in society, people want to gain the right of interpretation of things. What is really the cause of this incident, etc. And if you lose this interpretation right, you also lose the power and the money, etc. And there are a lot of examples in this area. For instance, in Sweden now, we usually a couple times every year we have a large discussion about different aspects of sexuality. But one major debate the last years have been between those who speak for freedom to express yourself and those who talk about respect other points of view, for instance religion, etc. And there is a great debate between these two questions. A lot of people are involved in this, and it's great clashes. But I think also these clashes are increasing in society due to the fact of globalization. And you can say that globalization has always been there, but the last decades the speed of the process have increased rapidly due to migration, business, and more people have access to fast information. And also the globalization causes both winners and of course losers. And this also creates a larger portion of clashes between different discourses. And it's important to understand how these things work and find solutions, because if you take it in a broader sense, if you live within this discourse, you also have very hard to understand other discourses sometimes. And there are a lot of artists in this exhibition that, for instance, Artosmievsky, who can, in his work, My Neighbors, shows that the conflict between Palestine and Israel is very hard to solve just because people understand the conflict in their own logic. And for those people who are inside that logic, they can't see another solution. And in this exhibition there are some examples, but you can say there is two main parts of the exhibition. the first part is artists who recognizes these clashes in the discourses, and the second part is the artist who uses the colliding as a strategy for their own work. For instance, there are some artists who, like the micronation Ladonia, who create clashes with the government of Sweden. And Sweden, the authority of Sweden, the juridical system and the bureaucracy can't handle an art project within their discourses. So by using it as a strategy, you can show that the bureaucracy sometimes have their own logic, but sometimes get comical proportions. So there are some basic, there are some different aspects of these terms in the exhibition, and of course you can't do present the whole view of it or the total complexity about it. But on the main thing in the end, I hope that this exhibition also try to raise the question: how do we solve the problem when different discourses collides, and why are some discourses getting stronger than other discourses? Why does some discourses win over other? And this is the questions the exhibition is about. Thank you very much. Enjoy the exhibition.